I keep forgetting I turned the music off for this game.
I dragged Pavel out of the noose, and he says he's going to take me as close to police as possible. Then I'll contact the Order and report on everything that has happened. The path to the legendary theater lies through the catacombs. I've never been here before, and without my new friend, I'd probably be completely lost. I hope he knows the way.
Do you know the way?
That's the way to do it, bro! Just like the Three Musketeers, if there were two of them. You ever read the book? Really confusing, but I fucking love it. Always wanted to be a toss. You can be...
Oh, right, I don't have that stupid valve for this gun
we're
yet.
short on time. We go to theater from here, then you off the police. I head back home to the red light, okay? I don't like how they gave up the chase and locked the gate behind us. Not a good sign. Shit!
Fifth, come in. Andre. Fifth here. Go there.
Interestingly enough, the giant spiders in this game aren't as scary as these giant spiders from like Alien Freaks or even Resident Evil.
We'll just have to see about that.
Probably because they're not as big in this game compared to those others I just described. The only thing about the spiders in this game is that armor they have on their hides.
Блять. That's why the Nazis got the right. These things hate it. Okay, Spartan, a short lesson. Bullets won't cut it. But since they're afraid of light, let's take the light for them. Okay?
And even to this day, this will always be one of my favorite games to stream. That and Doom.
Wait. I feel blocked. There's got to be a way through somewhere.
I remember another game that was one of my favorites to stream was Doom.
Help me with this.
The 2016 Doom. And I'm still so mad that the last copy I had, for whatever reason, decided to just stop working.
Come on, Artyom.
Hey, shut up, man. There was no scratches on it. I didn't damage it in any way. For some reason, this system just refused to play it. For no apparent reason. I was like, damn. I really loved playing this game. Or I really enjoyed it. There was another first-person shooter I had that I enjoyed playing. It was Call of Duty. I just can't remember which one.
There must be bigger beasts around.
I believe it was
Be careful not to wake them up.
I believe it was Black Ops 3, that one where you're basically a cyborg or some shit like that. And I remember I had so much fun playing that game, streaming it too, for 8 hours straight. I streamed that game from beginning to end so long that my system just had to cut off because it couldn't stream any longer. I guess either that or there was something wrong with it, so I had to start the stream again and into a second part. But the problem was when I got to the end, and that's the problem I have with a lot of these recent Call of Duty games. Like, they start off real good, the gameplay is fun, the missions are fun, but then it's like you get either to the halfway point or towards the end where the story itself just starts falling apart and they just add a whole bunch of extra shit that's unnecessary.
Okay. Let's hope it goes right.
That's why even now, my favorite Call of Duty is still World at War. It didn't do any extra stuff by adding... I'm trying to remember, what is it that Black Ops 3 did? Oh yeah, when you get to the end and one of the main antagonists you go up against pulls you into some kind of weird mind or dreamscape. And next thing you know, you're going through the past of World War 3, and I remember I got stuck on that part. I don't know if it was a glitch or what it was, but the game refused to let me advance. So I was like, fuck it, I'll just give up on now.
So, are we going?
I'm like, damn. I like the bedroom, and Call of Duty was more simplistic in its story.
What the? When did it stop?
Drink some water.
Breakers out or what? Shit. Come on! Блять! They heard us. Yo, my, we're right in their fucking nest. Shit! That's a lot of them. They got the wall! Eat this, bitch! See its belly? That's the only vulnerable spot. Their top armor's just too tough. Okay,
Right next to you, don't yell,
if
man.
we run into one of these things, put your light on it till it flips belly up, you understand? The bastards hate the light more than anything. Come on, follow me.
I always had the urge to ask that question whenever someone's yelling in close proximity of someone. Yeah, bitch.
There you have it, bitch! Whew. Thanks, Chuvak. One for all, huh?
It's probably because these things aren't as big or have as much variety as the spiders from like Eight-Legged Freaks or even the Resident Evil series. That's why I don't find them as scary.
Here.
Creepy, but not as scary. Especially those giant trapdoor spiders. To me, those are like the worst to encounter because you never know when they could come out of anywhere. Let's see, giant trapdoor spiders. Which are the ones would I hate? Well, I would hate to run into any kind of giant spider. But definitely trapdoor spiders are the worst because they're the most, I think those are the most unpredictable. Oh yeah, jumping spiders. Those would be hard to run away from. And giant tarantulas. Not only because they look so dang creepy, but I remember from Eight-Legged Freaks how one giant tarantula was able to burst through a steel wall.
That's high.
Olympally!
It's all right, Artyom, jump! Let's move.
I need better guns.
Hold them off, Artyom. I'll try to get us over. Great. This will do. Artyom, come help me pull this out. Now don't you send this right off. Understand we're in the world of death without. Dead! Do like I do. Into the car.
Man, wait for me at least.
Shoot it when it's over.
This, I need a better gun.
As soon as it flips, give it charge. Shoot it now. Here, I'll give you a lift.
Don't shine your light in my eyes.
Shit! Get inside! Artyom, ahead! Faster, move it! Here! Ready? Let's go!
Jeez, what was they called? Doing the
You all right,
javelin?
Artyom?
Swinging on the
Come on.
rope like a
Let's go.
Tarzan.
Right, there! Let's go!
Pretty weird doing all this inside the metro.
Like this, huh? How do you like this, bitches? What? Okay, we're safe here. Wait a minute, Artyom, it's bad without the light. Let me make a torch or something. All right, light up! All right, let's go. Shit! Artyom! Keep close to me! You like it? Huh? You like it, bitch?
Talking shit to giant spider.
Beat it!
Here? Nope.
Shit, looks like there's an electric lock. Okay, the wires go... over there. Hey, look, D'Artagnan. You've got the light. If you follow the wires, there should be a fuse box somewhere. Used to power the gate, but the battery is surely dead now. When you... attach your charger to it. Then we'll try to open the door, okay?
I don't know why he thought it was a good idea to just toss the torch like that. Freaking idiot. I wonder if there's any interesting, worthwhile guns to find down here. Kind of sucks having to go long distances before you can actually get any good guns. Only I had incendiary grenades. I'm making a run for it. Oh, right, there's nothing in there for me.
Oh, that was cool. Genius. Good thinking. Ready? Okay.
Wait, why?
First up.
I'm still wondering why he sent me in there by myself. Nope, can't shoot rats apparently. Oh, snap! Oh, snap, that was... First time I've seen a rat go flying like that and when you shoot it.
We're almost at the theater now. The metro entrance should be pretty close. But however small the distance is, we'll have to cover it on the surface. And there, every step you take could well be your last.
Chuvak, we're here. Pull yourself together. We don't have long before nightfall, okay?
I traveled on the surface at night
With
before.
the tunnel
It
collapse,
ain't
the
that
only
bad.
way to reach the escalator down to theater station is cross...
Oh shit, I forgot to check what time it is. 11:47 p.m. Dang, I should have charged this controller.
Trust me, we don't want to be caught out here in the fucking dark.
It's like sometimes you charge this controller, no matter how long you charge it, it's never enough.
Seems lived in. Rangers probably, I don't know. And when there are rangers... Shit. Short on fielders. We'll have to make do. Now come on, take what you need. We're all brothers in the middle.
Like they say, you can't take it with you. Well, when you're dead.
Hey, приятель, I could use a good watch like yours. Knowing how much air you got left is a must, huh? We have no further business here. Let's move forward.
And still no better guns.
You know, I've heard of things roaming around that even bullets can stop. You have been through some bad shit, I know, but not like what's coming.
Yeah, you don't know that. Also, I accidentally disconnected my microphone.
Don't drop your guard.
Not necessarily. Sweet. Many times I played this game, never before have I seen that. Even when I used to play this game on the PS3, I really wanted it. I really hope they make either a sequel to the 2010 Splatterhouse or a HD update of the original Splatterhouse. Not the original Splatterhouse, but an HD update of Splatterhouse 2010.
That's impressive. I heard
One of my
about
favorite
this
games
place.
ever.
That plane was headed into Moscow when the whole city caught fire. The building where it crashed, that's the entrance to the theater. The ice is thawing up here. It's almost like spring, huh, Artyomich? Maybe we'll live to see the summit. Wait.
Nice post-apocalyptic setting.
The Rangers would never cross the square out in the open. Okay, we could walk down the wing here. Okay, so much for the sun. Those clouds moved in fast. Ё-моё! Rain! Hey! Артём, when was the last time you saw rain? Ah, shit! I think that was...
Ooh, I almost fell down there.
Get down!
We must find cover.
There's the crossing. Let's head it there. Ёб твою мать, we won't survive exposed like this. Have to reach the station now. Check for vehicles, Артём. We'll just walk them back to the back. That's the only way we
I was wondering, I didn't have no light. I didn't have my light on. I was like, why is it so dark in here? And I see no filters in here. I think you must have taken them all. Hey, get off, you bitch.
I think I'm gonna be sick. Tread carefully. They say these tunnels shelter migrants and smugglers. A good communist doesn't believe in souls, Artyom. But this fucking place of death makes me, wonder.
Must got killed by Newton and dragged along here. Nice view. I just like how the Metro games blend action and horror all so well, with such amazing lore as well. Without it ever feeling convoluted.
Let's go out to the light. Check that service room.
Oh shit. Exactly what I mean by a nice blend of horror. Got some nice jump scares in this game. Or even after playing this game for so long, I still get surprised. And someone trying to make a living here. Not really a good idea when you're still exposed to the elements.
You okay, чувак? You're all covered with blood.
Oh, fuck you.
Артём, stop! Get down now! Watchman! Ё-моё, huge back! The storm must be driving them. Ooh, I smell trouble. Calm, Artyomыч. The big spotters will be ripped to shreds. Shit! That was close. Okay, Artyom, no more tricks like that. Let's get to the plane before another pack comes through. Move it! I've heard stories about this place. Weird shit happens there. Hey, try opening it. I'll give cover. Search for any gear worth taking. I'll cover you.
Whoa, nice view of the sunset, or sunrise. Nice view of the sun. Damn contaminations.
Jumped? Oh, bля, let's try together. Moving. Look, Artyom, don't lose your head in here. You understand me? Okay, let's go. One ranger told me this was a flight from Mallorca. Family is returning from vacation, you know? You know, Artyom, I've never been to the sea. Or even in a plane myself. Wasn't meant to be.
Holy shit, I'm freaking out, man.
What happened? What the hell was that? Shit! We're losing power! Engines out there! Tower! Flight 76715 here!
What was that flash?
Mayday! Ask them! Shit! The tower's gone!
Koya, we're going down!
Speed!
I didn't even know nuclear missiles did that. Causing electricity to fail immediately.
Breathe. I had to breathe. Smoke. Smoke. Too much smoke. Breathe. Where?
It would have been funny if he slapped him. Just to get him to refocus. I know I would have done that.
Artyom, what? Really? If you hadn't woke me, I'd probably have something.
So clearly none of the pilots survived. Most unfortunate. And I don't think any of the passengers survived either. Whoa, shit.
Bring it down, bring it down! Someday a creature like you will take me. Not yet, okay?
So much for an automatic, or not even semi-automatic. Any bit of guns. And I've never quite figured out what that sound was. Is that like some kind of alarm going off, or is that some creature making that noise? And there's some strong ass winds.
Fucking watchman. As soon as we moved away from the plane and we were almost there, huh? Get ready. We're moving in from the second floor.
the theater is around the next corner. We have to move now. Follow me, faster, faster. Come over here. Go. Give me a hand. Faster. More are coming. Hurry up, you gotta find the entrance. Above you. Shit, too many of them. We have to warn the station. Get to the escalator. Hurry up, now. Move down, they're still after us. See you, bastard! Well down! Inside, move!
Like a stroll through the park, huh?
Our short visit to dead Moscow, the phantom of the past, is over. Pavel and I helped each other out again, and are returning down to the metro as real partners now.
Okay, come on in. Sorry about that. Dangerous times, right?
We're going up soon. Are there many watchmen around?
We were lucky to get here. Okay, there's a nest in the building by the wrecked plane.
Can I take this gun?
Oh, you want a nightmare? Oh, it's waiting for you up there.
No sense going with just 3 men. To clear a nest, we need a couple squads at least.
So what now? You're not going?
Need to gather them in first.
Oh, we're waiting for the guys.
On their way. Then we'll give the beast some hell. Welcome to the theater. The 3 of us would have run right into that pack of watchmen. Thanks for the heads up, guys.
Yeah, don't mention it. Sheesh, almost everywhere you go, there's some female crying station.
Take it easy. No one's chasing you. Anyway, 2 centimeters isn't much.
Not for you, maybe. You can join the army and be a citizen again. But your dependents get hanged.
Shit. I will join the army if you don't stop.
So, maybe while they're talking, you could let us in?
No, we can't.
Sorry, that's forbidden without a permit.
How about just the kids?
And leave the parent here? No, you better just wait there.
But you did let the first group in.
No, they're sitting on their train at the transfer track. Be grateful you're on the platform where you have some space.
Understood.
Interesting, the kind of dialogue you
Listen,
hear if
everyone.
you listen.
Our stay permits are still being negotiated, so they told us to wait here.
And what about the kids? They need rest. How long do we have to wait here?
Yes, how long? I can't wait no more.
I gotta pee.
Silence! They told us to wait, so we wait. However long it takes.
That was funny. I gotta pee! Silence. I would have been all like, shut up, kid.
How could this happen? We've been in the wreck all our lives, and now we're freaks?
This happens all the time.
But why? Why to us?
They keep raising the standards. Last time it was our neighbors. This time, it's us. Would be long before Führer has the station to himself.
But what do we do now?
Live! And be glad we won't have our skulls measured every day.
Oh, I'm fainting. Hard to breathe.
Calm down. Take a breath.
Breathe,
Everything
bitch.
is all right. Everything is fine.
Nice boots.
The boss is busy now. Wait here, please.
So, that's our plan. The station next to this one is Revolution Square. One of ours. Red. And Revolution is spitting distance to police. So, I, as a good communist, which I am, will vouch for you. They'll have to let you through, and you'll be home in no time. What do you think?
Are you the one they just told us about?
Yes, we are.
Great. Come in then.
So, my Spartan friend, have a look around. There's plenty to see here, huh? I'll talk to my people and find you.
Welcome, and have a good rest.
But you do understand.
Alright, full well, they're all just being so nice. And yet it's all nothing but a lie. Sucks being betrayed. Although, can you really call it betrayal when they plan to do this kind of stuff to you and stab you in the back from the start? Can you really call that betrayal? I always thought it was more of betrayal if it's like they legitimately wanted to work with you as an ally and be as a friend, something like that, and then actually betray you because they had a change in opinion or whatever. Oh, this pig's over here just sleeping. I thought it was dead, and this was feeding some kids. Eh. It's that you would think in the apocalypse they would hopefully they would have more that would survive in the aftermath besides just pigs. Well, they do have some fish. Unfortunately, they have to check to see that the fish aren't radioactive.
Bullets to the last surviving theatrical critic. Bullets for mercy on your souls. So, young men, I see you like my witty sign. There's a place for everyone in this underground. Murderers, whores, tyrants, money changers, even peasants, for Christ's sake. All are welcome here. Even lousy actors. I live in a theater where we breathe the miasma of the decaying Bolshoi. This station is overpopulated with the ghosts of the opera. But is there a place here for the best critic of our once great country? Hell no. I tell the truth. And I am repaid with insults and poverty? I say you are a disgrace to the name of Bolshoi. And they reply, now Bolshoi is us and us alone. They're immune to criticism. They choose money over art. And these poor souls traveling from all over Metro to see the glorious Bolshoi, they are played for fools. They say that art only interests the well-fed. But, my young friend, I will argue that even the hungry need art. For thinking on exalted matters dulls the pain of an empty stomach. But, sadly, true art is 20 years gone. What remains is profane trash. And so my own hunger persists. Will you honor what we've lost by perhaps donating a bullet? Ah, so there are still men, not just marionettes.
Looks like he got a black eye.
I disgust myself.
And this guy passed out drinking too much.
Party lights. When all around us, radiation, death, decay, and endless war.
Must not have tasted very well.
And decay. That's exactly why we need theater. The drink and the show warms your body and soul. Without that, we may as well end it all.
Loved ones the gift of happiness.
In the time of plague. So,
There are only so
where is
many
our
tickets.
guest alive? The masked one with the scythe.
It's amazing how everyone looks so comfortable. A lot of people look so comfortable here.
Cheers.
Hey, didn't even drink that right. Hey, stuff fellas, mind if I join you for a round of drinking? Okay, at first I thought this guy was like, it was like some kind of glitch, but I think he's legitimately twitching.
Hey, there are only so many tickets. The Bolshoi Theater, the pride of Russia, the legend of the Metro. Tonight only, a unique program.
What's up, man? What's the matter with you? Hey, nice glasses. I'd like to get me something like that. Seriously, did he drink something? He's just twitching like a robot on the fritz.
Wow! That is a really appetizing smell you have here, Simeonov.
Sorry.
Is it something new?
Sorry.
No? As if mushrooms with mushroom sauce? Hey! Keep your hands out of the pot, or you're getting smacked in the head.
Dang. Feisty shit, ain't she?
Why? What happened?
One of the measures had a thing for me. An Oberscharführer. He told me all about their standards, about the racial struggle to keep humans free from mutations. But really, they're just dumping the dependents.
So did you repel that whatever Führer?
Lydia didn't make it.
I wish. How?
They were heading back. A demon appeared. We all hit the ground and shot at the demon.
I did send him
Until it
flying
fled.
once.
No one
And got
suffered
summons
scars.
3 days later.
But Lydia didn't get up.
He'd cover up the black eye I gave him.
On a brick.
So he says that by the new standards, my husband was a mutant. Then he goes, but his sentence is up to you. Give me what I want, or he hangs. So, what could I do?
Why did you run then?
Because it was over. When they released my husband, he asked why. The Oberscharführer told him. My husband attacked the bastard, and the guard shot him dead.
I am sorry. Aren't you worried they'll come after you?
Not with the Reds here. They wouldn't dare. But now, I may as well hang myself.
Damn, that's rough. Honestly, if I didn't know my wife or girlfriend, whoever was assaulted in such a way, I would have attacked the person too. Put your hands on my woman. You'd be lucky to be able to walk after I'm done.
And you left him there to die.
No, Katya. We tried to save him. But it was too late.
No, Vitya.
We buried him there. A good place. We put white stones on the graves.
That's a very awkward form of juggling.
That's a demon. So scary, just like the real thing.
A demon! Look at it flapping its wings!
It's attacking!
No, Dad says it flaps its wings like this when taking off. And my dad saw lots of demons. We're right, Uncle Misha, this is a demon?
Well, it's... all right, let it be a demon. But there used to be birds like this.
Birds? Are they mean like demons?
No, they were beautiful. Some were big, but smaller than demons. Birds didn't attack people. They will wake you in the morning with their songs. Now, what animal is this one?
Could it be an osalis? The nose is too big, though. Serge, did your dad tell you about beasts like that?
No, and he was everywhere. Even the library. Even the park. He saw a bear once.
Is
this a bear, Uncle Misha?
It's an elephant. You saw them in the
Were
book.
elephants scary? Could the nosalises be what's left of them?
The elephants, oh, they were large. But they never attacked first. Only when they were provoked. But if they got mad, they could stomp you.
That's just like a nosalis. Dad says if a big nosalis starts running, she stomps everything.
My papa is a stalker. He'll get me one of those dogs.
My dad is a pilot. He'll get me 100.
Well, mine said he'd get it tomorrow.
Mom says when he comes back, if I behave. But he's not coming back until later.
Oh, so it's not going to be soon? Let's go to Natasha's then and play with her doll for now.
Let's go!
What should I have said?
I don't know. Truth?
Who can live with truth like that? His commander said there was nothing left to bury. He begged forgiveness for letting him die.
Sorry. What are you going to do now?
I don't know. How can I go on like this?
Well, they could be related. They had elephants at the zoo after all. Though they definitely are smaller now, if they are dinosaurs. And what kind of bird is this?
That's the swan. Look at its long neck. I know that bird.
That's like the only kind of non-mutated creature they can name is the swan. Ooh. That's one thing about Resident Evil I find interesting. Like almost every time there's some kind of biological outbreak of some kind, be it zombies or people just possessed by parasites. But yet, thanks to people like Leon, Chris Redfield, the government, and the BSAA, they managed to quell the situation. And as quickly as the bio-apocalyptic outbreak starts, it quickly ends. Sometimes in a matter of less than a day or two. Now, if I recall, I won't be able to actually use any guns after this. Where can I sell my stuff?
Well, the cases ain't new, but these are well made. These bullets are good, despite being handmade.
These will be of no use to me where I'm going. I just hope I'll still have all my bullets later.
Well, come back if you need anything.
Fish. Fresh fish from Venice. Fish, smoked, dried, salted.
The second to last one right here looks mutated. And that one just jumped out, tried to jump out of that pot. That's creepy.
Leather. Best leather goods. Original designs. Low prices.
Most of the stuff looks the same.
Shrooms. Great shrooms. Can't find better stuff anywhere.
Can't fool me.
Self-defense is everyone dry. Solo regular, solo smoke, suet, lard, roast bacon.
I wonder what the life expectancy in the metro is.
Well, happy self-defense.
Bullets and other stuff. Best prices around, I promise.
This is great stuff. The best you'll find.
I don't know. It's prohibited. Maybe I'll just get a drink instead.
You can drink anywhere. This is a theater. Anything goes.
But hey, I won't twist your arm. Just don't come back in 10 minutes. When you change your mind, it all be gone.
Wait a minute, I gotta think.
Think faster. Look, there's another tourist there. If you don't buy this, he's sure to.
Alright, I'm taking it.
Bullets, purchase, exchange, sale.
Thanks, man. If not for you, I'd
What do you want? I'm not breaking any laws. They're selling the stuff right here.
Come back in the evening. I'm waiting for a new supply. Come back later. This shit will knock you out.
Meet all kinds of weird people in the metro. Yeah, no one likes waiting in lines. Hello, beautiful. Hey, who's the hot lady in the hood?
Well, Artyom, I made all the arrangements. We can go to the Revolution now. They will let us in through the theater.
A couple of days ago, we seen on the bench at the platform waiting for his wife.
Hey, you! Show me your tickets!
Did you hear that? Oh, sure. Come in.
Well, Stanislavski, you can watch the show if you like. I'll wait for you at the passage.
Maestro, if you'd be so kind. The can.
Oh, right. I keep forgetting I turned the music off. Just gonna have it on for just this part. I just like how the one all the way on the far left keeps falling behind. Hello, beautiful ladies. I remember whenever I see groups like this on TV perform, I always thought it was like there was only one that would have a feather around their head, and that was supposed to be like the leader of the group, or whatever.
Never witnessed anything like this before. I feel sorry for the other performance now. Their attempts at impressing the audience might fall short after such a spectacle. But I trust
Spectacle of hot
they
women.
will handle the race far of our expectations. And thus, our incredible show continues. This man spits in the eye of danger, challenges nature, defies the god of his new world, and proves once again that humanity is a master of all. A warm welcome for Leonid Burley, our animal trainer extraordinaire, with his, terror of our city.
I remember this part is funny.
Allez, go!
Just wonder how the heck he managed to tame that thing. Well, how did he capture it? And then how did he train it not to attack people? And then how did he train it to be able to do tricks and take orders like that?
What did I tell you? Allez!
Probably beat it into submission.
Allez!
See? Surprisingly, it didn't jump into the audience and attack, and then it just runs off.
Where are you? Get back! Where, you dumb freak?
Another most impressive victory as human intelligence triumphs over the mutants. Speaking
Interesting.
of mutants, even our station has heard the rumors of new species that were encountered at exhibition. Fearsome beasts, black as midnight, invincible, able to induce madness in anyone who saw them. But even those were no match for human ingenuity. The guys at exhibition had noticed they were brewing the wrong mushrooms. When they went back to the traditional recipe, the new mutants were gone like morning dew.
Don't mess with shrooms, kids. It's bad for your brains.
Let us cheer for the heroes at exhibition. And tonight's show goes on. It is time to bring a lyrical mood to our show. We give you the genius of chamber music, the famous accordion player, Kolya Bazharny, with his masterpiece, My Heart Reaches for the Sky, but hits the ceiling and falls down the bottle. A round of applause, please.
Hello, ladies. It's too bad you can't have scantily clad women in video games like this now without some random group, be it random SJWs or feminists, trying to make a big deal over everything. Yeah, what's funny is that I've seen like games from Japan where that's like, I think on games like the systems like the Nintendo Wii and PlayStation, and even a few PC games where it's mainly scantily clad men. Yeah, of course, feminists and SJWs will easily ignore that shit.
The harp of my soul will never
Doesn't really bother
sound
me.
the same.
I just thought it was funny.
Your music is touching strings with so much power. And thus, our incredible show continues. Today, I have the honor of presenting to you the hottest, the most...
Hey, what's up, girl? Let me have your number.
This side of Atlantic Ocean, the most scorching spectacle of today. our fire show. A round of applause to welcome the performers. Please.
No, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, men in video games. There's this one game, I think that was on the Nintendo Wii, and it's a Japanese game where the main objective is you have all these ridiculously muscular men and even humanoid creatures that are obviously male, and they're just running from one side of a city all the way to another side of the city, even through countrysides and random environments, just flexing their ridiculously huge muscles, because these dudes are muscular as heck. And they're just running around, and there would be like some kind of weird hole or shape in the wall, and using the Wii controls, you'd have to have them flexing their arms in the same position as those shapes in the wall. And you keep going until all the others get knocked out from failing, and until you're the last one standing. And it's like the more you succeed, the faster you run. Until if you're the last one standing, you have to chase some random muscular guy who's also flexing his muscles, and you have to keep doing the shapes in the wall to chase and catch up to him.
Incredible, simply incredible. If a tiny bit too hot, just a couple of degrees higher, and I'd be charmed. Thank you, dear friends, thank you. But I must say that however hot that was, the girls were a bit hotter still.
Oh yes, they were.
Guys, you've got to answer the challenge. Try using the flamethrower, perhaps. And yet we have more, dear audience. Please welcome the arpeggio virtuoso, the god of legato, and demon of tremolo. The favorite student of Mel Bay and Vladimir Manilov, the premier guitarist of the new age, Viktor Minchuk with his fantasies. Please welcome our virtuoso. What of this ecstasy, and my heart would ignite, my legs would start dancing, and my soul would go straight to wherever it's heading to. Thank you, Victor. Ladies and gentlemen, I must announce a change in today's program. To our sincere regret, our visiting magician ran out of ladies for his sawmill act. But never fear.
I hope it's not
we have
being
filled the gap
serious.
with greatness. Your complete attention, please, as I present the birth of a legend. The Minchuk and Pajarny duet with their instrumental impromptu, the Song of Songs. A round of applause to cheer our great musicians on. Yes, that definitely was the musical innovation of the century. Incredible, completely incredible. My left ear is still ringing. You've just heard the virtuosos of the Moscow Underground, the duo known as Minchuk and pożarny. Our dear audience, this sad moment always comes, no matter how often we wish it would not. But our show for today is over. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as we have enjoyed your company. Thank you, and please come again. Maestro, give us something emotional. Goodbye. Farewell. Parting is such sweets.
Oh, sweet, I got a trophy. Patron of the Arts. Let me see. Watched the entire theater show. Huh, I thought I did that before. I can hear someone making advertisement all the way in the background. Yeah, it's probably gonna go until I stand up. They turned a train car into a upper deck for people to sit on. Nice ceiling.
Artyom, no? Enjoyed the show? Sorry, man. Time to move on. You patron of the arts.
Hey, how come that guy got to have a beer?
Pavel Igorevich, so glad to see you. Where have you been? You don't like us anymore?
Helen, no, что? I'm totally in love with you girls, but I've been busy with work. I'm very, very sorry. I'll come back soon. I promise. Yeah, ты сучу губу.
Jana, let me use your powder.
In your dreams, you have your own. Use that.
It's no good.
Why can't your boyfriend buy you something better? Her boyfriend is cheap, that's why.
No, he's reliable and doesn't waste his money.
In that case, you should just marry him. He won't propose. He's too cheap for that, too.
Fool. We're just testing out.
Don't smoke, girls. It's bad for your health.
Yeah. And in the meantime, he made you some powder by scratching the ceiling.
At least I have a man of my own, instead of selling myself at the bar.
You'd do it too if anyone would buy. Girls, enough quarreling. The prompt bell's going to go off soon.
So what? I'm not going on stage with her.
You better. You've nowhere else to go, since the freak show left the station. You
Damn.
bitch. Knock it off, no fighting here, or on stage. Okay, let's let it go.
No, it's not okay.
What, should I call Petrovna?
No, please don't.
Then finish your makeup, it's our call soon.
These girls definitely do not get along all that well, apparently. Dang it. Hey, what's up, beautiful? You come here often? Hey, nice tattoo. I can't tell if she's smiling or scowling. I can't even see myself in the mirror. Oh my goodness, does that make me a vampire? So many beautiful women, so little time to enjoy them. And yet, out of all the women in the metro, I get stuck with Anna in the end. Ain't that a bitch? Hey man, you missed the spot. Seriously, why does he have to be stuck with Anna? Ain't nobody like that bitch. Hello?
What's going on? What else? Another war. Looks like the fucking commies are going to fight the Reich again.
Shit. Is war all they know? Instead of wasting ammo on each other, they could be wiping out the vermin.
They don't give a shit about that. The Nosalises butchered my father. Who cares? No one.
So how are we supposed to live? Or raise our children? If the monsters don't kill them, other men will.
So there's just one taking a bath, another one taking a shower.
Day after day. Why can't it just end?
Why do I have the feeling that the third Mitchell game, Exodus, is gonna have none of this, none of these hot women around doing all these hot things? Kind of like what happened with God of War when it came out in.
Anyways, I tell you, we should be going, but
this year.
Let's drink to the fact we are still alive, huh? Tell me, okay?
Like I got a choice.
Over a special from the old stock, been infusing it for half a year.
Опа, that's great. So, let's drink, Artyom. Фу, хорошо прошла. Smooth stuff, huh? And this is a good place, but home is the best, you know? You know, I've traveled all over the metro and people talk all kinds of shit about the Red Line. That it's awful there, there's no food, that we shoot comrades for nothing, and you can't even tell a joke without getting arrested. Wait, let's have another drink. Here goes, Artyom! Wow. So, yes, our life is a bit strict. One party, one leader, one ideology, but we have order. And everything is shared. Food, medicine, fuel, shelter, no
Hey, how could they get to have a hot woman at their table?
Either. Another drink.
Ain't that a bitch?
And now, to equality. Come on, Artyom. Ну, пей до дна. Хорошо прошла. Where was I? Yes. Look at the far stations. They freaking eat each other, sell their kitted slaves. It's like the Stone Age. Left to his own devices, a man becomes a beast, you know? Order is all that matters. That's our salvation. So you can believe whatever,
he was
but
just pretending to be drunk too.
I am red until the day I die. I drink to order. Блин. Come on, Artyom, come on! Bottoms up! Bottoms up! So, my friend, that's how it goes. Don't be mad, Artyom. Just doing my job to protect the Red Line. And you, Musketeer, are from the wrong side of the barricade. Private, take this comrade in.
Yes, Major, sir.
Yes, sir.
Oh no! Son of a bitch!
Welcome back, Comrade Major.
It is, Private.
That was so stupid of me. I bought that talk of friendship. The stupid musketeer saying, "Just you wait, and we'll get even." I wonder though, why did Pavel go through the trouble of trapping me?
And before I continue, I'm gonna go take a quick restroom break and I will be right back. All right, I am back.
Move it! Hey, stop that, блядь! It's just being over-enthusiastic, you know? Artyom, look, I think of you as my friend, really. But as a soldier, you understand that I had to follow my orders and bring you here, okay? Now, you're under arrest, but perhaps it's not the end of the line for you. I hope.
Good day, sir.
Good day, sir.
At ease, товарищ. So, you're doing good here? Are you not?
Yes, sir. Comrade Moskvin is here, inspecting the troops.
The Secretary General? Here? What about Comrade Corbin?
Yes, sir. Comrade General is here too.
Oppa, it's my lucky day, huh? Okay, things are moving faster than we anticipated. Look, Artyom, you're a smart guy, so we understand there is no such thing as coincidence. You are here because we need you. Information. So, my advice to you, my friend? Cooperate. Okay? But don't worry, I got your back. Because we are what? Musketeers! All for one, and one for all. But your comrades in the Order, their motto is all for us. War is coming, my friend. That bunker you guys found, whoever controls it survives, and fuck the rest of us. But we have been prepared.
I like the way those guys over there were standing like that.
You join us, Artyom.
You guys are throwing some terrible punches. Oh, right, music. What, did I not turn it off? Oh yeah, I did. Oh, dude, that happened to your eye.
Comrade Morozov, I was beginning to think you had not survived your mission.
I was captured, Comrade Corbett. This ranger here, saved me.
What a coincidence. Isnitsky, you're one of the Spartan Rangers. Do you know this man?
Yes, sir. His name is Artyom. Miller trusts him. They found D6 together. He's also earned several commendations since official enlisting with the Order.
Well, I am overjoyed to meet you, Comrade Artyom. I think we both have something to offer. Take the comrade to the negotiation room.
Man, everybody keeps hitting me. Y'all bunch of assholes.
Let's dispense with the introductory probing and coverage checks. This telepathic mutant, the so-called Dark One, is of extreme scientific significance. Tell me all you know about it, and I will allow you to keep your life and your job with the Rangers. But, as my spy, an operative. Just like those musketeers. One for all, and all for...
Secretary General Comrade Moskvin. Korbut, I need a moment. And what do we have here? Another enemy of the revolution? Perfect. As you have always noted, Lyonya must start learning how to improve his, people skills.
As a matter of fact, we were...
Yeah, put away your truth serums. I'll show you a more traditional Red Army method. Faster and more effective. You shit! Spill your guts now! Tell everything you know of these six! Huh? Fuck! Still nothing, huh? Hey, bitch! You talk, or I'll fry your balls in pig fat! Passwords, code names, operation protocols.
What are you doing, Dad?
This is called interrogation, Lyonya. Interrogation. Business as usual. What? You never did that playing dolls?
No!
You little shit! There's no power without blood!
There is! Your brother ruled peacefully, and they still love him!
Get back here!
You're a thug.
God damn it!
Butcher.
All right. Use your drugs. Use hot pokers. Just get everything out of him and shoot the bastard. And then come to my office. We must talk. Come back here! You may be my...
Oh, I must agree with Leonid. Brutality is a crooked path to information. I believe in science. One injection and you will tell us everything.
And I'm blacking out again. How does he survive all this shit anyway? Oh no, that bitch. It's all her fault. Oh, was that his mom getting attacked by mutants? Yeah, I'm not watching all that again.
I need you to go to Venice and take care of the locals who made the delivery. This will not be a cash payment. Understand?
Completely, sir. And what about the Dark One?
The creature has been located. The details are in this envelope. You will pick up the animal right after you go to Venice. Don't disappoint me this time.
I won't, Comrade General. I won't.
Fuck Corbett. Fuck my father. And Morozov. And the revolution and my own future. I'd rather be shot and end up like father. Killing his own brother. Listen. If you get out of here, just live. Here. Get in there. This is the way to freedom. Believe me. I know. I spent all my childhood hiding from my father in those vents. Well, good luck to you.
It's always good to find someone helpful behind enemy lines. Dang, mushrooms.
Right on. Sit down, Corbett. Let's talk.
About the negotiations in Polis?
Ah, so you already know.
I am the head of intelligence after all.
Then why did you let the information leak? Damned refugees. Polis, Hansa, and even the fucking Nazis already know about our plans.
The rats will be exterminated. And war is inevitable anyway.
Inevitable? I have my doubts. So does the Politburo.
A doubtful man is a fearful man.
How dare you! You're the head of state security, and you report to me!
Yes, but now, when we are one step away from a unified Red Metro, you have no right to disrupt the plan.
I have no right? I'm...
Moscovin, when you asked me how to deal with your elder brother when he was still the Secretary General, I helped you. And after his tragic death, I backed your takeover. So I suggest you take my advice again.
This is unacceptable.
It's very simple, Comrade Moskvin. We all stand together, arms linked against the wind. Or it's every man for himself.
But, Corbett, is this whole fucking metro truly worth the blood we're going to spill?
I have a way of doing it without spilling any blood.
No blood, you say? All right. Go do your trick. I'll handle the Politburo.
Politburo? What, politics?
One of these days.
Nice office.
A frontal assault is hopeless. But if we go underground at the church, advance through the catacombs, then attack from the rear, we should encounter little or no resistance. Then we just have to do a sweep.
Attention! Comrade General!
Soldiers, you are trusted with an important mission. Each group has its task, and you have been told only what you need to know to succeed. But remember that this operation is top secret, and you must not be taken alive by the enemy. I hope that I am understood. Questions?
Can we use radios after we capture the assigned targets?
Only in case of emergency, and on a scrambled frequency.
If we're faced with strong enemy counterattacks, do we hold the positions or fall back?
Hold them. Anyway, the enemy is unlikely to mount an effective counteroffensive.
Comrade General, we have been issued a banner along with the other gear, but we were also made to remove all our markings.
We will leave no trace of our operation. Only upon victory and receipt of the following signal will you raise your banner over the captured targets. Further questions?
No, Comrade General.
Good luck then.
Line!
What a bunch of kiss asses.
Now I am in a real spider-infested catacombs, where the General Secretary Moskvin does not look like the head spider. That title clearly belongs to General Korbut. I sure would like to know what's on his mind. What did Lesnitsky bring him from D6? What's going to destroy the enemies of the revolution? Only questions and no answers. The only thing that is clear, Pavel has information on the Dark One, which makes him my current target.
Good thing no one heard that. Best way to survive in the metro when you're by yourself, you gotta be stealthy, like a ninja. Ninja man. Only without all that bullshit a lot of American ninjutsu schools try to promote. Like this one dumbass I know from college. Dude really believes himself to be some kind of martial arts master of apparently all known styles. Constantly keeps comparing himself to like a different type of animals like wolves and whatnot, but it's like anyone who actually knows him knows that he's just full of it. Of course, you try calling him out on it, he'll immediately challenge you to a fight and all that, trying to save face. That's why for me, I know I'm a martial artist and I can definitely hold my own in a fight, but I don't be going around talking shit. I ain't trying to get myself killed. I remember one girl tried to criticize me when I said how if I ever countered someone got into a fight, the most I would probably do is kick him in the nuts and run as fast as I can. And I think she was trying to get on my case about that, saying she would just straight up kill him or whatever. I'm like, man, some of these people here are just either crazy out of their damn minds or just talking a whole lot of shit just because they want to sound tough. Too many people I meet who are like that.
Quit shaking. The manual says it's the red wire, so that's the one you cut.
You cut it yourself. I'll go stand there at the corner.
Your pants already? What's your real man?
Well, if you're a real man, why are your hands shaking?
Hands don't mean shit. The important thing is nothing else shakes. Okay. Composed.
Hey. Seems like it.
Ah, dang, I made too much noise. I don't know why. Sometimes I always try to take out as many lights as possible, even if there's no one in the area.
Quit shaking. The manual says it's the red wire, so that's the one you cut.
You cut it yourself. I'll go stand there around the corner.
Kiss your pants already? Then what's a real man?
Well, if you're a real man, why are your hands shaking?
Hands don't mean shit. The important thing is nothing else shakes. Okay. Composed. Composed. The red wire. The red wire.
Come on.
Don't rush me.
How long is it gonna take?
Almost there.
Scared, huh?
Hey, get off my case. Let me think.
Well, I see this is taking forever. So I'll go take a walk in the meantime.
That was funny. Nice gun. Oh, I thought it was R3 to knock him out, not kill them. Oh well. Teach you to work for the enemy. I don't see the point in having a silencer on a shotgun. I mean, shotguns just make way too much noise anyway, even with a silencer.
Seems like somebody, actually.
Second floor. Come in. Second floor.
Yeah, bitch. Ninja style. Just like Ryder will always say. Yeah, I got it. Ninja style. Yeah, I ain't seen nothing. I'm like a shadow. Can't see me in the dark.
Yes, sir.
Hey, wait a minute, what happened to my knife? Oh, right, threw it.
You take care of the rats. I want them all burned.
Commander, we're not Nazis. Shooting is one thing, but we can't burn people alive.
What do you mean? People? Shooting? Are you out of it?
Aren't you talking about the refugees?
What refugees? Let the special department handle them. I'm talking real rats. Multiply like crazy. So you go and do it. On the double.
Yes, sir.
Hey!
Hey, yourself.
You received a new weapon.
Knife jab.
No, Comrade Commander. The Quartermaster won't give me anything or sign any papers unless you are present.
To hell with papers. Tell me he does not replace your weapon tonight. You're both going to the hole.
Standing here, like... What the fuck are we waiting for? Shit.
All right. I've been ordered to assign you all some tasks. Looks like there's some kind of noise. All right. Attention all personnel.
What the hell
usual shit about safety precautions.
As if we didn't sign in the book.
We did, so what good is that? One asshole got run over by a train last week.
No, he lost an eye when a cable broke.
That was last month. I'm talking last week.
Now I understand why they're going on about safety like that.
That's my line. Who's gonna work if everyone wants to listen?
Well, yes. I wish they'd fix that down radio or something. Makes me uneasy, you know?
Ninja Master. I'm so stealthy I could walk right in front of a guy and he still wouldn't notice me. Like a real ninja. Yeah, I know Kung Fu. Kung Fu is so much fun. Like Fu Pai Jiao. That's one of the styles I do. There's actually, I still remember this place called Moore's Karate, and that's just the thing about it that's weird, but kind of irritates me a little bit. They call it Moore's Karate, but they teach Kung Fu. And when I asked them why they call it Moore's Karate when they teach Chinese martial arts, not Japanese martial arts, since that's what karate is, they say they just call it karate instead of Kung Fu because it's a more recognizable name. Seems how karate itself is more popular and people just refer to martial arts as karate by default, or at least people who don't actually know much about martial arts. And that kind of irritates me. And if I remember, I think one of my friends agreed with me that it was a dumb idea. Like, if you want Kung Fu to become more popular, then just call it by what it is, Kung Fu. That's like opening up a wrestling school, open up a school called Catch Wrestling, only for people to find out that they teach judo instead of catch wrestling. A lot of people would be pretty irritated with that. I know I certainly would. So it's like it's a good school, and I remember doing a one-day free trial, and I managed to learn more Kung Fu from that place than I have on my own in the past few years that I started doing it self-taught. So yeah, good to know I actually been trained in Kung Fu, even if it was a one-day free trial. But it's like the teachers there, the way they teach and the things you get to learn in just that one day is so proficient and amazing.
Why?
I'm like, man, I gotta learn more often. I gotta come here more often.
Sure, I know the place. I served there for a short time.
That's how the music turned off. Even have teachers who know legit Tiger Style. Or I remember looking up the name for Tiger Style or Tiger Claw Kung Fu, and the name for it in China is Fu Pai Jiao. I remember I kept calling it Fu Jai Pao. But yeah, that's the name of it, Fu Jai Pao. No, Fu Pai Jiao. That's the name for Tiger Claw or Tiger Style Kung Fu. Like I said, that's like one of the main styles. I know a little bit about Jichuan, a little bit. No, I can switch between hardcore and normal. So does it stay on hardcore? Yep.
Last year there was one hell of an incident. The guy said that when they came to relieve the watch, all of the sentries on our side of the breach were dead.
Wait, do I still have a knife?
The lieutenant sent some scouts to the Nazi post on the other end. They returned and said it was the same shit there. Their boots were stained red, like they'd been through a river of blood.
Who could have killed so many men?
Whatever it wasn't human. Might have been a creature some called a dark rail tracer. One of the guys supposedly made him mad by taking a nut off on a rail junction.
That's ridiculous.
If it wasn't a rail tracer, the story is even crazier. Must have been a Hansa or Polish task force.
How could a task force that size get there undetected? Now, one guy that's possible. I heard of a traitor who smuggled a spy of some kind to the front line through the smithy in a railcar undercarriage. But 30 guys? That's too complex.
We'll never know, but somehow it happened. They've tripled the guards at the bridge since then, which reminds me, you should take a walk.
Huh? Who the hell is...
Alarm! Alarm! Get your feet!
Dang it. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, I said that one of the styles I do is Kung Fu or Chinese martial arts. I know a few styles, but like I said, the main one I know is Tiger style. I like animal style Kung Fu, it's fun as hell. Let's see, Tiger Claw, and a few other animal styles, but mainly Tiger style and a little bit of Bai Chi Chuan. One thing I like about Tiger styles is its focus on grappling, and I enjoy grappling very much.
The guy said that when they came to relieve the watch, all of the sentries on
Need to find me a knife.
were dead. So the lieutenant sent some scouts to the Nazi post on the other end. They returned and said it was a ship there. Their boots were stained red, like they'd been...
Chia! Like a Kung Fu ninja. But mostly Kung Fu. Now, if I were to actually shoot someone with this, I wonder if it would work as a silencer.
He's dead!
Sheesh, does he not heal on hardcore? Oh, he does. It just takes too long. Finally got a knife. I remember I kept talking a lot about Kung Fu and how I do that stuff in a few other past live streams. And it's like one of the bad things about Kung Fu is the terrible rep it has. At least here in the West, a whole lot of people keep talking about Kung Fu, saying how it's very impractical, or Chinese martial arts in general is inferior or does not work. And it's like, the only people who say that are people who either have too much pride in whatever martial art they do, or they just talk shit because like they're just your typical run-of-the-mill keyboard warriors who just want to talk mess because it's the popular thing to do. Or a lot of them get their idea of martial arts strictly just from movies alone. Movies, cartoons, anime, manga, comic books, whatever. And it's like because they see that stuff in fiction, that they think suddenly that's what real Kung Fu is.
Keep it down, will you?
Oh, they definitely heard those gunshots.
How's it going? Nothing so far.
So much for ninja style. Makes me wonder why I bother putting a muzzle on this gun then. Oh well, I'm gonna go from Kung Fu Ninja Man to straight up Rambo. Let's do this! Too bad I don't have any backup. Wait, is it possible for me to lower the difficulty?
New clip!
Shoot! Damn. That sucks. Let's see, what other styles of martial arts get a bad rap? Oh yeah, even wrestling. People think that some people believe the only forms of grappling that are any good is just judo, jiu-jitsu, and Brazilian jiu-jitsu. Especially Brazilian jiu-jitsu. Some people just like to kiss up to that style. Look for him. And I think the one style I saw get a lot of bad rep was catch wrestling. One guy was spending so much time in the comment section on one YouTube video for Snake Pit USA, apparently having all kinds of shit to say about it, saying that it's impractical or that it's useless. That's what some people say about ancient jiu-jitsu or aikido. And I feel like part of the reason why people talk so much shit about aikido is due to guys like Steven Seagal, who's a fake, who makes up a lot of stories.
Let's move out. Are you a man or what? Keep it down, please.
Ah, fuck.
Well.
Hiya! What have I done? This was a bad idea.
Attention! We've got company!
Hey, speaking of martial arts, I feel like playing another game. Maybe Injustice. Even if martial arts isn't really the main focus. I remember talking with some guys about one of the things we'd like to accomplish as hero characters in DC Comics. And damn, what I have the difficulty on? I remember saying how one thing I would like to accomplish would be to make either one of the top 10 or beat or defeat one of the top 10 fighters or martial artists in DC Comics. And I remember it was Variant Comics who did that top 10 fighters list. And I'm surprised they didn't just go the obvious path or the obvious choice and just put Batman as number one. Because there's like, let's see, who was ranked above Batman? There was Lady Shiva. Damn, there's a bug in my room. It was Lady Shiva, Richard Dragon, and oh yeah, Karate Kid.
Pussies are melting!
See, this guy's just a worker. Need a better shotgun. I forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah. If I was a character in DC or Marvel Comics, and I said how one of the things I would like to accomplish is to either make top 10 or defeat one of the top 10 fighters in either Marvel or DC Comics. Like just go up one of their best martial artists and actually win. Like no gimmicks, no fancy stuff. Just it all just comes down to a matter of skill. I noticed how I think while characters like Batman and Nightwing are definitely great martial artists, you could definitely say a lot of their accomplishments or a lot of their wins is not only due to their great fighting skills, but the crazy gadgets that they have access to. As opposed to some guys like Richard Dragon, who's able to defeat all his opponents through pure martial arts alone. Same thing with Marvel, like Shang-Chi and Iron Fist. And I remember Shang-Chi was actually ranked as number one fighter in Marvel, where his fighting skills are so great that alone is considered a superpower for him. Same thing with Iron Fist, but Iron Fist as far as powers go is more well known for his Iron Fist and whatever abilities he has thanks for his training in Kunlun. Whereas Shang-Chi, it's like his abilities just come from training not just in martial arts, but being in complete control of his own body and his own natural energy or chi. Which reminds me, I gotta pick up more Shang-Chi comic books whenever I get the chance. I think my uncle might have some because he's a huge collector of Marvel comics. I remember seeing a few before. I think he gave me some. I can't remember where I put them. I remember I used to have like 2 whole boxes full of comics. No one's got any better shotguns than what I just dropped. I'm trying to think, what other fictional martial artists would I like to fight against besides DC Marvel characters? Because there's definitely, oh yeah, let's see, the Dead or Alive series, the Street Fighter series. Oh fuck, let's see. Well, as far as fighting games, I don't know about Street Fighter, but Dead or Alive, Virtua Fighter, and Tekken, I would like to try my hand at fighting any of those kind of characters. And as characters from manga, it would be Baki the Grappler. Of course, I'd have to put myself through some ridiculous training and training and exercising just to be able to have a chance at competing against any of them. Hey, pretend you didn't see me. Just act like you don't see nothing.
What the hell? Alarm! Enemies here!
Dang, nabbit man. Let's do this.
Get the big butt out!
You idiot, you hit the tank. Ninja knife or kung fu knife.
Keep it one
fuck you just call him a pig?
Catch this, you shit!
Getting crazy. All up in this place. Give me a break, man. And I just got this difficulty on normal.
Shit! He was a good guy!
Let's see. I think definitely the one series I would not try going up against any kind of characters would be Mortal Kombat. Last thing I want is some characters like Goro, Shiva, or who else would it be? Or even any of the human characters ripping me apart soon as upon losing. Of course, one thing I realized is how very rarely do characters actually kill each other in Mortal Kombat. It's like they're either very badly wounded, but they somehow manage to survive, or I don't know. Mortal Kombat's like a lot like Marvel and DC Comics, where no matter how many times the character dies, there's always a way for them to come back. Like when it comes to Mortal Kombat, death is never permanent. Of course, even with that, I still wouldn't take any chances. But the gas is cleared up. Well, how is he still breathing? And how is he still suffocating?
Try this on for size!
So much for ninja stealth. I'd be like Bruce Lee from Enter the Dragon, just sneaking all over the place. And if it wasn't for the abundance of guns, take on all these guys just hand to hand. Just got to be ridiculously strong as hell and have great cardio. How is it that this one can hold up to 31, but this one can only hold up to 30? But I'll definitely take that. Does this one have a valve attached? No, it doesn't. Which means I'm gonna have to get it upgraded. Nothing like fighting for your life while going through the enemy red line. I'll have to search through this place and see if there's anything I can get. Speaking of martial arts and fighting against fictional characters, another game I would like to see get an HD re-release on PlayStation 4 would be Mortal Kombat. What was it? Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks. Hopefully it wouldn't be a strictly online not a strictly online release, but like release, make a on-disc re-release, kind of like what Capcom did with Resident Evil 4, 5, and 6, and even Resident Evil 0 and 1 in the Resident Evil Origins game. Just make a just update it, but re-release it on disc, either on disc or make it both an on disc and digital copies. Digital for those who don't want to buy the disc version for whatever reason, and on disc for those who don't have PlayStation Network. That would be fair. Because even though it's not a fighting game, but an action-adventure game, to me it's one of my favorite and one of the best Mortal Kombat games ever made. Just playing as either Liu Kang or Kung Lao or Scorpion or Sub-Zero once you beat the game with those guys. just going on a crazy adventure, fighting all those enemies in similar settings. Even though it's not canon, to me, I feel like it's because of the fact that Shaolin Monks was non-canon to Mortal Kombat 2 that's what made it so enjoyable. Basically, seeing the story through a different perspective, where instead of it being like going from one stage to another, sort of arcade ladder, it's an adventure, kind of like what they how they kept advertising it. Out of the arena and into the adventure. And I still remember how Ed Boon teased the idea of them making an HD re-release, but for whatever reason, it just never happened. And I'm really hoping they still do something like that in the future. Either make a re-release of Shaolin Monks for current gen consoles, or maybe like some kind of console, not console, some kind of like a sequel to it, because they were also originally planning to do a sequel called MK Fire and Ice, where this time the main characters would be Sub-Zero and Scorpion. But I hope they would do something like that, but instead it's like you still play as Liu Kang and Kung Lao, and you still play as Liu Kang. Oh, come on! I didn't make that much noise. I didn't even do anything. Like, you still play as Liu Kang and Kung Lao, fighting through similar settings throughout, going from Mortal Kombat 2 to Mortal Kombat 3, on your way to fight Shao Kahn a second time. But their characters are wearing their clothes based off of Mortal Kombat 3. I would like that.
Did you accept the delivery and sign the manifest?
What seems like...
I was just standing there. I wasn't even in the dark. I wasn't even in the light. What difficulty do I have this on? I have it on normal.
Did you accept the delivery and sign the manifest?
I sure did.
Where did you put the goods?
What the? Oh, come on now.
Who the hell is there?
You don't see nothing. I'm just gonna stop. I'm just gonna have to fight my way through, apparently.
Did you accept the delivery and sign the manifest?
I sure did.
Where did you put the goods?
Wherever I had space left. Top shelves, mostly.
Can you be more specific?
Specific? Wherever I left the ladder. There's our goods. My shift's nearly over. Invest in the other guy when he arrives.
All right. I'll go and check if everything's still there.
Hey! Looks like there's...
Look, I have the list here stating that there's supposed to be 7 barrels and 11 crates.
Should be the case if it's stated there.
Who does not got it? We have to make sure. You take the crates, I'll count the barrels.
Whatever you say. Let's cross-check it later, though, just in case we miss something.
I'll be care of it. Big on my thumbs here. Fuck.
Kung Fu style. Kung Fu master. That's me. Don't mess with me. I be like Black Dynamite. Except instead of Black Dynamite, aww.